Where is your money? That's a question that we want to answer today. Where is your money? Maybe most of us who are around here, I know most of our money is in our bank account. Some of our money is in our fixed deposit. Some of our money is in MMF, what you call money market fund. Some of us, maybe our money is in treasury bill, corporate bonds. Those are some of the places where we might believe that our money is there. But then, what are those people who have money in plot? Yeah, we have plots. Someone has a file of plots. You buy a plot of land today, a place that you can build a house. Then why? What is the purpose of that extra piece of land that you have? That's the question we want to digest today. Because when we talk about our money, we need to put our money in a place which is optimal. Optimal in the sense that, whatever that you're able to get out of it in terms of return is the highest return. But most of our time, because there's something that we don't understand, where we call investment, we find that we are putting our money in a place whereby we get minimum returns. For instance, when you talk about, I know those are good investment. Most of us talk about government bonds and corporate bonds, whereby you buy a bond and then you wait. These are investment for lazy investors in the sense that you want to be sure that your money is safe, your principal is okay. But then look at that person who is buying a piece of land. Maybe you have the first piece of land, maybe a quarter at a given place where you're going to build a home. Then there's another one you buy. You say, you know what? I know when we grew up, that's only investment someone will talk about. For instance, I remember when I grew up, my dad used to tell me, you know what? I want you to buy pieces of lands, because he knew the only way you can be able to earn is by land gaining value. That's what we call capital gain. But at the moment, I don't think whether land is the best investment. I'm not saying that land is not a good investment. Land is a good investment, but depending on how you use that piece of land. But most of our time, we find people, you buy land today, it's there idle, doing nothing. And then next month or after a year, you go buy another piece of land somewhere. So you find someone has a file of titles, but no value, no money. But when we talk about someone is financially free, is someone who has cash flow. Cash flow in the sense that he or she has freedom with his own money. And so that's why today we want to look at things that we need to avoid so that we'll be able to grow our riches. That is, how can I extend my means? Instead of me living below my means, how can I extend it, even make value of my life, even be able to create impact into society? So when you talk about investment, for instance, let's talk about someone like myself. If I want to invest in, let's say maybe I want to invest in maybe a retail shop, and then the only money I have is 10,000. And there's someone somewhere who can also be able to raise another 10,000. Let's talk about maybe 10 people. All of us, we're looking at 10,000. If we accumulate this money, it's going to be 100,000. If I start a business venture with 100,000, whereby each and every one of us as a share in that place, you'll be able to earn a living. So why are you want to have 100% of a company which has, maybe let's say the value of that company is 100,000, and someone want to have 1% share in a company which has 10 million. Who is better off? It's someone who has 1%. So that's why we need to be very, very careful when it comes to our investment. Let's look at an opportunity which has a maximum return. If you're able to join, let's look at the example of Equity. And the owner of Equity, or the founder of Equity, I think the name of this guy is Peter Mugai, is the founder of Equity. This guy initially had 100% shares in this company, but later on changed and then decided, you know what, I can attract more capital. He went to his hometown and looks for people who invest in what? In his business. And this guy decided, you know what, I don't want to have 100% share in this company. I want to have 1% in this share. The share ownership in this company, but the value of that company has grown. So that's why I also want us, as people who are starting, if you want to build that business, instead of you having a retail shop, you need to have a supermarket. So for you to have a supermarket, you need to bring so many forces. Look for 10 of you. Start something. So that, I remember there's a place I used to pass. I think I passed there today, a shop where I used to pass when I used to go to my sister's place. I used to just a small shop at the far corner. When I passed there today, it's actually 5 months down the line, I realized that it's the same shop. Nothing has changed. So what is happening to us? Our mindset is not is just enclosed in a cloth whereby we will not be able to extend in such a way that, so when you look at a shop, instead of you looking at it as a retail shop, look at it as a supermarket. And for you to grow it to a supermarket, you need to have people who will be able to contribute capital that will be able to set up that business. So I'm very glad that this information is going to help you. So in case you need my services, you can reach me out on 0713 348 649. If you feel like, you can also reach me on my YouTube channel, Investor 360 KE, so that I'll be able to teach you on step by step on how you can be able to start a business. You manage it into majority. Most of our time, we know that we're able to start businesses, but we don't know once we start businesses, when profit have started going down, when there are no customers, where do we go? How do we go about it? So thank you so much. I'm looking for another engagement like this. Peace.